Kick going to be picked up and on the right side up the sideline and brought down around the 33-yard line. Didn't catch who that was over there on that return.
You know, one thing, Stuart, I failed to mention in the first quarter, Frank and Harris, we did miss a 22-yard field goal early, middle of the first quarter right there. So that was unusual, him missing one that close.
Yep. And actually, we were looking at it. We thought it went through, but it went wide right, I think. 1st and 10 for the Hawks, trailing by 8. And here's a fumbled snap, and Rosser has to keep it, and he's going to get barely back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. He got hit hard at the end of that play, too, but he bounces up. And high snap, but Rosser fumbled it
1 yard gain
and had to kind of regather it, and by doing that, he was able to pick up a yard. I don't know how, but 2nd and 9 now for the Hawks. Not a good start on 1st down. All right, 2nd down. And Rosser to carry up the middle. He breaks a tackle. Might have been a little bit of a horse collar there, but there's no call on that. He gets maybe 3. It's like 3rd and 6 coming up.
3 yard gain makes it 3rd and 6.
And Hawks, 3 and out right here is just going to be a terrible result. They really need this 1st down. 3rd down and 6. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rosser to throw, and it's incomplete. Hall, I thought, had it for a moment, but it got away from him. Incomplete.
He'd have been about a yard short of the 1st down, I think, but he could have if it had got, he could have maybe broke it for another yard or so.
And it's 4th down, and that was not a good series, Bob. The Hawks are going to have to turn the ball right back over to the Wildcats, who have the momentum right here. Hawks need another good defensive play. Need some kind of a spark. They're just not getting it right now. 4th and 6. And here's the punt. High snap. And he gets it out of there. Nice kick.
Nice
good
punt.
spiral. Not going to be returned either. Gets a great bounce at the end of it. Going to go all the way down to the 15, 13-yard line.
Now, that was a nice spiral kick right there. Frank and Harris just got off. So it gets danriver not too good a field position on this one. But that offense right now, I wanted the Gretna Hawks to muster some type of a drive, Stuart, but it just wasn't there.
I think it's a 54-yard punt. Went from the 33 of Gretna down to the 13.
danriver was putting the pressure on that punter, too.
He got a nice spiral out of there.
He got a nice spiral out from in there.
All right, quarterback under center for the Wildcats. He fumbled it, picks it back up, and got a positive yardage on it. That's number 13, the quarterback for the Wildcats.
13, Anderson.
That's Anderson. And he was able to pick that thing up and still get about 4 yards.
4 yard gain makes it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 now for the Wildcats. And again, the Gretna defense, they've got the Wildcats pinned back. If they can stop them here and get the ball back, they should have good field position.
danriver leading 14-6, beginning of the 3rd quarter.
All right, quarterback under center. And here's the pitch coming to the right side. And he breaks one tackle and just steps out of bounds at the end of that play. It'll be 3rd down coming up. You got a yard or so, third and about 5, maybe a short 5.
This is going to be a big 1st down. If the Gretna can hold them right here now, it would force danriver to have to give up the football, Stuart. But the main thing is Gretna could get pretty good field position.
Yep, 3rd down.
If they can hold them.
You kind of looking for that sweep here, that toss, but looks like they line up in the eye. And it's going to be a handoff.
To Edmonds, and he did not get nothing.
He got tripped up coming through the line. Khalil Witcher Heyman on the bottom there. And 4th down. 4th and about 3 coming up.
Makes it 4th and 3.
And the Wildcats will punt. And I'll tell you what, if the Hawks can get any kind of a return on this, They stand to get pretty good field
This
position.
is number 33 is going back here.
That's Clements.
Clements going deep.
I'd like to see him get hands on the ball.
I think he might have returned that kickoff at the start of the third quarter. I'm not sure. All right, here's the kick. He gets it away, and it's a nice kick. Clements drops it, picks it up, breaks one tackle, comes around the left end, and he's hit hard at the 43-yard line of danriver. So a good return after he fumbled it initially. He picked it up and went around that end on the left side, and the Hawks have great field position, Bob.
Showing good speed right there, and it looks like he's just a sophomore because we'll see Clements for the next couple of years if it all goes well. Gretna right now has got very good field position, and hey, Stu, it's no point in saying it anymore, but we need to do something.
All right. Spread formation, 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Wide side of the field is to the right. Rosser may roll right on this play if he just decides to throw. All right. Sends Hall in motion. Hall goes around behind. And Rosser under pressure. Evades the pressure, goes right up the middle. And he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards. Again, just not enough time to make the throw.
No, he waited a little bit too long, but the hole was there after he saw it. And, but he did pick up 4 yards on that carry.
All right. Again, I heard somebody in the stands, how about the screen pass? And that's the question I've been asking tonight. The Wildcats are putting the pressure on, and they're vulnerable to that. Chris Hall in the backfield, if you can sneak him out to the side, he's a pretty good receiver and a good runner. All right, Chambers in motion. Chambers has it. Chambers goes around the right side, cuts it back right into the teeth of that defense, and he might have got a yard. They saying fumble, but the ball is down. He's ruled down. And Chambers has had some issues with fumbles, and he's a little slow getting up, Bob. It's Jeremiah Chambers still on the ground.
He's still on the ground right there.
So we have a timeout on the field for injury. And it might have got a yard. It's going to be about 3rd and 5 when we return. Seminole Sunoco Food Mart, Highway 29 south of Gretna. Is proud sponsor of the Gretna Hawks, and they are open till 11 o'clock on Friday nights. And of course, they have Sunoco gas available 24/7, including diesel and non-ethanol gas. Pizza by the slice, only $2.69. Whole pizza is $8.99. Also, in the morning, you might want to try the Grab and Grow breakfast biscuits, or pastries, or coffee, cappuccino, smoothies, and also. They've got hot wings and barbecue available as well, and that's at Seminole Sunoco Food Mart, Highway 29, south of Gretna. Jeremiah Chambers still on the field, and another one of our senior leaders, Bob Von Bennett, out a couple of weeks ago, and now Chambers on the field for an extended period of time.
Yeah, Wes, we certainly don't want anything to happen to Chambers right now because he's a good running offensive ball player for the Gretna Hawks, and also he's good on defense too. Like you say, he's still on the field right there. They're looking at him, and we just have to wait and see what's going to take place.
All right, injuries definitely a factor here the last few weeks for the Hawks, and this offense just cannot get going. And when you start losing players like Bennett and now Chambers injured, you're going to have to rely on those guys that haven't seen as much playing time to kind of fill in for you, and it comes at a tough time against this Wildcat defense.
I was looking at Coach Saunders right here coming over talking to number 30 right here, Stone.
Stone.
And I don't know whether he's going to try to.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll be back. Injured player again is Jeremiah Chambers, senior running back and linebacker for the Gretna Hawks, and we'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're listening to, well, let's keep it here. Looks like he's getting ready to get up. Ever so gingerly, maybe not. It looked like he was going to slowly bounce up, but he's right now seated upright, but not up yet. And here he comes. And I believe Not sure what the injury is. It doesn't appear to be a leg injury. He may be holding his arm, like his left arm, he's kind of holding up against his body. Now he extends that out, so maybe he got his bell rung.
He might have got what we call his bell ring and rung up real good right there, Jeremiah. So he's coming to the sideline, and we just have to wait and see what's going to take place with him. He's taking his helmet off, so.
All right, Chambers to the sidelines now, and 3rd down and 5 for the Hawks. And Rosser slips, tries the quarterback draw and slips on the play, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
that was unfortunate.
Unfortunate right there, but I believe there was a hole for him to go through right there. I believe there was a nice hole, and he started through it, and he just slipped and fell.
All right.
Well,
very frustrating.
Let's see if we can back up danriver deep once more. Frank and Harris is in to do the punting. Edmonds has gone deep. That's Terrell Edmonds, rather.
Canaris has kept it away from him so far tonight. We'll see if he can do it right here. Good snap. Kick on the way.
That's another good punt.
Spiral, and he should let it go to the end zone.
Oh, they will. It's in the end zone.
Yep, into the end zone. So danriver will get it at the 20.
At the 20-yard line, yeah.
All right, the Wildcats will start at their 20, leading 14-6. Still don't know the extent of the Jeremiah Chambers injury. Will be interesting to see who goes in his place on defense, Bob.
7 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and danriver leading 14-6. And danriver is 80 yards away from touchdown. Gretna Hawks 20 yards away, Stuart.
All right. Looking there, Raekwon Stone, I believe, comes in on defense there to replace Chambers at middle linebacker. All right. danriver set on offense, 1st and 10. And right away, Raekwon is faking a blitz, and he went offsides.
He went offsides. That's 5 yards. That's going to cost Gretna 5 yards right there. So rather than being 1st and 10, it's 1st and 5.
The ground must be a little bit slick, Bob, because Rosser slipped, and that time Raekwon actually slipped into the neutral zone.
It's okay to try to blitz, but you cannot cross that line of scrimmage if you do. Stuart, they're going to get you every time, and that's what happened on Stone.
All right, 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. Out of the I formation. And again, blitz coming. Here's the handoff. And they'll stuff it in the backfield. Looks like Christian Glass in there. Virgil Glass in there. And a loss of 3 on that. 2nd and 8 now for the Wildcats.
I don't know who the ball carrier was. It looked like 55, but I don't believe it was.
All right, now second and about 8. They're going to pitch it wide right this time. And here's Edmonds. Glass wraps him up. He's near the 1st down. I think he got it, Bob.
Edmonds with the carry. Stop by.
He's very, very close to it. Yeah.
He got 9 yards. He needed 8.
He come around the right side of the Gretna line right here. Picking it up. But he's holding on to his side too. Now he's Evans getting tired out there now, but he's going out of the ball game. But brother comes in, and I think they give each other a handshake as they meet. So,
all right, it's 1st and 10 now, and again the Hawks really cannot afford to give up any more points here tonight. They've got to play tough defense, trailing by 8, and 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And here's a handoff, number 7, Stevens. And he squirts through for a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 again for the Wildcats. Again, it's danriver 14, Gretna 6.
2-yard game makes it 2nd and 8.
Gretna had 7 points last week. They got on a kickoff return. No points on offense, and only 6 tonight on offense, and they got that ball around the 2-yard line. So, just not a consistent drive the last couple of weeks for the Gretna Hawks. 2nd down and 8. And here's a handoff to the up back. I believe that was Tremaine Edmonds, and he stood up and pushed back. And it'll be 3rd down. Got about 2 3rd and 6.
Edmonds with the carry.
Stuart, it's about 5 minutes left here in the third
2-yard
quarter.
gain makes
I would
it
say
3rd
right
and
now, Gretna offense is less than 100 yards.
I agree. I would agree.
I think we're somewhere around less than 100 yards.
Yeah.
And
We've lost our spark on offense, and I don't know what it's going to take to get it back, but it's going to have to happen pretty quick if they're going to win this game tonight. 3rd down and a long 5. And here's the quarterback rolling right. Now tries to run, picking his way along, and he's going to get close, but he's going to be short.
13 Anderson with the carry.
And it's going to be 4th and maybe 2.
I'll look for them. Well, they might try to go for it right here. I don't know.
4th and 2.
I think they're going to punt.
I believe they're going to punt.
I think they see what I see, and that's that the Hawks cannot get a long drive going, and
Yeah,
so they're going to kick it.
I think that's pretty good coaching right there. But Clements right here he's going deep right here for Gretna to try to get this. That boy's got some good speed.
Yeah.
He showed us some good speed.
Chris Hall back there as
And
well.
Chris Hall back there. So you got.
All right, Wildcats. Here's the snap. Flag on the play, and I know what it was. The punter moved early. And he fumbles it. Hall picks it up. Clements.
5 Hall with the return, but there's a
I think the
flag
punter
on the play.
moved before the snap.
Yep, that's going to be against Dan River right there.
And I'll tell you what, Clements has had trouble fielding both punts.
Wow, he dropped that.
That's 2 in a row he dropped.
Legal procedure against that.
They're going to decline that, so it's going to be first down Gretna.
Decline.
All right, I don't think they wanted to field another punt there.
Drive from their own.
Clements, not normally a punt returner, he's come into action here tonight, and he has a little bit of trouble fielding those punts.
Ball somewhere around the 36-yard line right here.
All right, yep, that's 37, 1st and 10.
And
We'll see if this Hawks offense can get in gear. They're going to go to the I formation here and try to grind one out, I guess, Bob. Rosser goes under center. Tailback is going to be Chris Hall. Hall, right side, stood up and pushed back.
5 Hall with the carry.
You know, we just had this determination to run it up the middle, Bob, and we have another injury. Chris Hall is writhing in pain now on the field.
You know, one thing, Stuart, too, we gotta give Dan River defense a little credit tonight because right now they are containing Gretna's offense completely, passing and running.
I think he got his breath knocked out of him. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's just initial gain of 3 on that. All right, who we're going to go with next?
Stuart, hate to bother you. Can you announce for them to move their car?
Right here.
All right, 2nd down, 2nd and 7.
Completely blocking my drive.
Okay.
The tan Lexus North Carolina plate.
Chris Hall still on the
Have
field.
a tan Lexus that needs to be moved. It's,
Let's take a timeout here. We'll be back in just a moment. It's danriver 14, Gretna 6. You're listening to Gretna Hawks football on ESPN Radio.
BLA-1477. Move it immediately or they're going to tow it.
My daughter's right behind me. This thing usually.
Yes.
Completely got the whole of the driver car. Thank you. Yeah, they're not moving.
Okay.
They did it
All right.
last time too.
Okay. All right.
You think that?
All right. Okay, thank you. All right, he's still down, so let's. I'll just run him till I tell you to bring it back. All right.
We don't have anybody to play.
Okay. Put number 4 back there. Let him run it. All right, he's up, so let's bring it back out to this spot. Looks like he got a leg injury. Might be a cramp. All right. Okay.
What's this beat Westford 14-13?
He rib injury, huh? Rib injury?
Yeah, he's holding his middle of the stomach. I don't even know who we got running backs now.
Welcome back on second down. It's Rosser heading left side, and he is wrapped up by 3 Wildcats. He had a hole there, but he cut it to the left side, and there was 3 Wildcats waiting for him. That's good yardage. It'll be 3rd and 4.
3-yard gain makes it 3rd and 4.
We need to find out who our offensive running backs are right now. I know we got Rosser back there. Of course, Chambers is out. Hall is out. And
21. Is that Logan back there?
Yeah.
Logan is the running back now. And oh boy, do we need a good run here, 3rd and 4. And we got movement, but no call. We thought it was going to be offsides, but they get back. And now 3rd and 4. And Rosser back to pass, under pressure. Nowhere to go.Ey're going to haul him down, a big loss.
Lord, a big loss.
34.
14, Rosser stopped in the backfield.
Made the stop.
So he's got to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker than that. It's
14, Rosser stopped in the
he's not
backfield
getting a lot of
for 4th down.
pass protection. You agree? He's not
No,
getting
he's
no
not.
protection at all. If you're not getting it, then you got to release the ball fast.
Dan
quicker.
River's got enough speed where when he tries to roll out, they can catch him. And they
Man,
did right there.
That right there is going to give Dan River pretty good field position.
Yeah, that was a major loss.
Major loss right there.
About 12 or 13 yards on that play. 4th down. And here's a punt, a low snap. He gets a kick out of there. This one may be returnable. Nope. Takes a Gretna bounce at the end, and Dan River's going to start at their 36-yard line. Hawks are holding on by a thread.
Wow, I tell you what, score is 14-6, and the minute and 52 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Right now, Gretna's defense is, they're doing a pretty good job with Dan River's running backs here in the 3rd quarter, but our offense can't get going.
No, and we've got 2 injuries here. Chris Hall, I'm believing an injury to midsection, maybe even ribs. I don't know. It's hard to say, but he's in pain over there. I don't think he'll play tonight. Chambers is helmet off on the sideline as well, so we'll see. All right, here's a handoff. It's Edmonds. He got tripped up in the backfield.
He lost maybe a yard or 2 right there. Edmonds did.
That was number 6, Terrell Edmonds on that carry, loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Again, if you're in the game, if your defense can make a stop
right,
or get a turnover, you're right here.
Yeah.
The offense has just got to come alive, and maybe a little spark is what they need. And Coach Saunders is going to have to come up with some answers on who's going to be his running back. All right, here's a pitch, tossed right. Edmonds tripped up. Number 6 in on the stop for Gretna.
He might got back to the line of scrimmage on that particular run right there, coming right. That's the same play that Stewart, I believe, he scored that touchdown on early in that 1st quarter.
Hawks have done a better job against
They are
that
doing
play.
a better job right now, and
All right, here's an opportunity, 3rd and 11, Bob. Will the Wildcats air it out here? And we'll see. With a 8-point lead, they may just decide to keep it on the ground. They got to run that power I formation, and the pitch is going the other way to Stevens. He's got a little seam. He's got room to go. They might go all the way.
Yep.
That's Stevens. He's going to go all the way, 65 yards to pay dirt.
Touchdown,
Curtis Stevens. And again, eventually the Hawks defense just gave way. Might have relaxed a little bit against Stevens, who was in there running that time, and Stevens made him pay. On 3rd and 11, he goes 65 yards. And the extra point coming. It really puts a pressure now on the passing game for the Gretna Hawks. They'll be down 2 scores. Here's the snap, kick on the way. I believe he made that one. It is what they said, no good again.
No good.
All right.
No good.
All right. Score is Dan River 20, Gretna 6. So Wildcats leaving a little bit of room, but the Gretna offense has got to get going. they need to get going when we come back. You're listening to Gretna Hawks football on ESPN Radio. Yes. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Come on, boys. We got 100 yards yet. Yeah, we might get negative. All right, welcome back. And Hawks have not taken the field yet to receive this kick. Little pep talk out there from the coaches and players, trying to get everybody revved up. And
well, you know, Stuart, of course, you know, we don't like to put up alibis, but Chambers is out, Hall is out, and Bennett is out. We got 3 starting good football players right now is not playing defense and not playing offense either.
Guess who's on the sideline? Rosser. He's not in on kickoff. Hawks have 78 yards of offense in the game. 78. Here's the kick. And the ball is loose. Hawks fall on it finally at about the 36-yard line. So again, injuries. What is Gretna going to do?
Start this drive from their own 36.
Well,
Rosser comes back on the field. He'll operate a quarterback, and hey, it's pretty slim pickings. You know, you got 2 running backs injured in this game.
Cook at running back.
They're going to bring in Cook, who ran some early in the game. You know, he hurt his shoulder at one point during the game. They're going to bring him back in at running back. All right, here's a handoff to Cook. Cook finds a little seam, and he's ahead he breaks tackles. He got about 16 on that. And a little spark there by Bujak.
that is the best run we've seen all night.
First down.
All right, across midfield now. I'm looking over here on the sideline closest to us. Virgil Glass is being covered by Edmonds, and he is covering him right up tight. If he can beat him, he'll be open. There's Bujak again. Oh, he got hit hard, stays on his feet, and got nailed again. That was 2 hard hits.
But he
bounced back up after a 2-yard gain.
There's some licks being passed right there.
Yeah.
That'll be a flag right there against Dan. I saw danriver throw an elbow right there on that tackle being made.
Second and 7. That's
All right.
the third quarter.
All right, the quarter ends there on that play. Hawks will have it 2nd and 7 at the danriver 45 when we change fields. And we'll come back. It's danriver in control, leading 20-6. You're listening to Gretna Hawks football on ESPN Radio.
I saw an elbow head in there.
How many yards did he pick up on the last one?
About 2.
He picked up 2 on that last one, yeah.
Okay.
About 16 on that first one, Cook heard.
So we got a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be, something like that. Maybe 3, Billy.
How much?
Maybe 3.
21-14. Blacksburg beat Kingsbury 21-14.
Let me get the quarterback killed. Okay, on 2nd down, Rossa goes straight ahead for short yardage. And if we're not careful, we can end up with an injured quarterback too, Bob. It's pretty physical up in there.
Well, we ain't got no more quarterbacks now because Hall is already out. And
All right, 3rd and 6. Hawks need this first down in the worst way.
but Glass he's out here.
All right, Matt Glass lines up on the left end. He might be a receiver here on a short passing situation. Rosser underthrows his intended receiver, number 22.
Ross is incomplete.
That had no shot at being completed, Bob.
Bring up 4th and 6.
It was Jesse Dalton, the intended receiver. And 4th down, you got to go for it. You got to have 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. 4th down play. And we've got a run there. Looked like they stopped the play, and the Hawks seem to stop.
Hawks turned the ball over on down.
Loss of a couple on that, and it's going to be first down danriver.
There was a hesitation.
Yep.
It was a hesitation in the backfield once Ross got. I don't know what was. I don't know. Well, anyway.
All right, and danriver now with all the momentum, and they got the ball at the 45-yard line, and you can bet they're going to try to drive the nail in right here.